Start at the 25.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
At the Saints 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, alert.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
To throw is Rosen. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some space here. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there out of Kamara. 76 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this throw caught left side.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Showing it.
On 3rd down, Waters. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Waters. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On the ground with a tight end. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Now the room. 54. Right. 54. Let's go, baby. Return over.
This is Samuels. Down to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Get off the field.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably had 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Rosen looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Haskins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, team 6.
Now Rosen. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Rosen now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Now Rosen looking to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st down, Panthers.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Alert.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side. Waters. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go now. 54, 60 outlaw. 54. Go, go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready? Let's go. Right. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st down, Carolina.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. A big pickup of 38.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down carry here for Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Again, it's Johnson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 21.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And now it's Rosen looking. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Waters. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now. It's Waters, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final shot here for Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.